Hello, Dr. Tawana Worlds by birth, also known as a disruptor. Did you know that millions who grow up in poverty also die in poverty? Have you ever heard the saying, what good can come out of the hood? Well, I'm here to disrupt for just a minute. Yes, I was that little girl that grew up in the hood, grew up in the ghetto, single mother, absent father, eating out of the trash can just to survive. But I was also that girl that determined way back then that I was not going to become a product of my past. And now I help others do the same thing. I'm not a victim, I'm a victor. I help men and women from similar backgrounds find value in their own vault and create wealth from within. Hey, what's up, family? What is going on? Let me see if I can fix my screen real quick. Hope is well with everybody. Hope is well with everybody. Let me see if I can fix this 1 second, y'all. All right. All right. Hey, what's going on, beautiful people? Let me try to fix this a little bit. Hope all is well with everybody. Hope all is well with everybody. You know, for those who celebrate Thanksgiving and all the festivities that come with it, you know, shout out to you all. For those who just enjoy the honor and the privilege to be with your family, you know, salute to you. Hopefully today was absolutely amazing. Hopefully your week will be absolutely amazing. And yeah, I hope all is well with all of my people. Okay. First and foremost, I hope all is well with all of my people. Let me get my cousins over here on Instagram a nice big welcome in. Hello, everybody. Welcome to those who come by for the first time, and welcome back to those who always spin that block. Come hang with your girl, Dr. Worlds. I am not going to hold you guys long at all. I wanted to pop in and say hello first and foremost. Okay. Good evening, Dr. Tawana and family. Diane U9G. What's going on, sister? Glad to have you. Before we get started, you know, I'm going to ask y'all to do your due diligence. Thank you so much, Diane, for stopping by the page. Hopefully, I earned the right to your time and I am able to share an opportunity or hope, a word of encouragement, something with you on today that will change your today and your tomorrow. Okay. If you don't mind sharing, I'm not in my regular setting. Okay. I am on the road. I have been on the road to all my cousins, maybe who have emailed me waiting on a response. We have been traveling. Don't know if you guys know, but you know, I shared a status on all my platforms maybe about a week ago now, a little bit over a week ago. I had a very urgent emergency, which caused me to travel through 7 states. Okay. And we are here now, and things are chaotic as expected, but also in the midst of that, God is our strength. He is our peace. So we have peace in the midst of chaos. Things are getting better. So I want to give you guys an update. Thank you to everybody who prayed. Thank you to everybody, you know, who supported in whatever way that you supported, whether it was through a text message, whether it was through purchasing of a program or opportunity, whether it was through an in-kind donation. Really appreciate you all. That's kind of what I'm here for. We're here, whole family had to come out here, and I have some opportunities, okay, that I'm going to be sharing. I'm never going to come by here and beg anybody for a single thing. I want to share opportunities. If I can give you something in exchange for something, then we both win. That's the way I look at it. I normally don't do the whole Black Friday, Cyber Monday. I don't do any of that. Just for the simple fact that I always come by and look out for my cousins. I always come by here and give y'all great discounts, opportunities, benefits, the whole 9 yards. So I normally don't do Black Fridays. I don't go along with the fads, anything of that sort. Money never sleeps. Money never takes vacations. And instead of buying gifts and toys just because of the present time we are in right now, it would not be wise out here to keep doing what we've been doing for hundreds of years. Okay. I just want to disrupt, real quick. Don't get caught up in the stuff that we normally doing, because there are things that are happening that are absolutely insane, and I cannot wait to get time. Hopefully I will try to find the time or make the time on tomorrow, if the good Lord says the same, to sit down and show y'all what in the hell is really going on. Trump is so compromised. All of these people is compromised. They don't care about us. It got to be us for us. Okay. It doesn't matter where you at, whether you know, Generation Z, whether you Gen X, it don't matter where you at, whether you young, middle age, or a little seasoned. Okay. We need to be making sure we do something for us. And a lot of the opportunities will put you in a position, which I will explain in just a moment, to actually, look out for you. Okay, to make sure you put yourself in a better situation. These people don't care about us. They want to replace us. Okay, I didn't say it, they said it. I'm just repeating what they said so that I know my people is listening. You hear clearly and you see, you know, clearly what in the heck is going on. All of the divisiveness that has been used to use a psychological experiment on us. I know that sounds conspiracy, conspiratorial or conspiracy theory, but it's real. Movies that they didn't share with us, we're now seeing those movies like played out in real time. A lot of things you can go and reference what's happening in 2025 that they created in 1979, 1980. Okay. Um, and you can go do your research on that yourself. There's a lot of things that is happening. We have been invaded. That situation that happened with those two National Guardmen and that guy, that CIA agent from Afghanistan, who then came over here on American soil and unalived two of our American National Guardsmen. All of that stuff. That was a CIA operative. Got that close to take out two American, civilians, but also two American military men. Our Congress, our mayoral offices, our governor offices are being invaded by another, nationality, another group of people that is causing havoc in this here United States of America. They want you focusing on ICE and, the Hispanics, the Latinos, but it ain't even them. It is not even them at all. And I remember, I believe it was in either 2005, 2006, I had a dream so vividly that we had been invaded by uh, foreigners. And they were in military clothing going door to door, blowing up each person's home. I've had several dreams about, foreigners, and this ain't nothing to hate on them. I don't hate a single soul. It's just facts. And I got the receipts. So the next time you see me live, tap in, because I don't want y'all to hear it from my mouth and be like, oh, Dr. T is just, on here saying some stuff. No, I'm putting myself out on the front line to tell you the truth and to present the truth to you. I'm taking, the brunt of it, actually, when they suppress my page, I don't have a normal page like everybody else. No, on YouTube, on Instagram, on Facebook, I don't have a normal page where I can just get on there and, everybody see my stuff. No, because I am a truth teller and they want to silence people who are truth tellers. And now they have these social media platforms to be able to do so. But they're not going to be able to stop me because I am the woman for the job. If I got to get a bullhorn and stand on a street corner, I'm going to say what God has told me to say. Okay. So I want to take some time with y'all to show y'all what is really going on so you're not confused about anything. You see it black and white. You hear it, you see it, you are experiencing it because it's real. It's right now, but I'm not going to use this live to do that. I just want to give a PSA, a heads up. That is what the next live will be about. I will share with you guys as soon as I am stable. Wi-Fi, internet, all that stuff. When you go into hotels and stuff like that, it plays a significant part in, how well your live stream, etc., is going to come out. So, the next live stream, I got to let y'all see this. It is a 911 urgent that you see it. Okay. So just me putting it out there, it's a lot of things going on with this technology, with the invasion of foreign, um, and it's not just foreigners, it's foreigners on a mission. Sharia law, okay, is being implemented right underneath our eyes, right in our face. It's not hitting at all. A lot of this stuff is being done by divine design. When I show you how they came and did a little marching ceremony parade at the White House on United States soil, when I show you, okay, because I got receipts. So I want to make sure that y'all are aware the next live will be about what the hell is really going down. Everybody that eyes are awakened is telling everybody that they can tell. This great reset is coming, people. It's not coming, it's here. It's here. And I don't want you and I don't want myself. I'm commanded to love you as I love myself. I am not going along with the program. I'm not. I'm going back to the basics. I'm doing exactly what God told me. And as I do what God told me, that He gonna do what He told me. Okay? I'm safe. I'm safe as long as I'm obeying. If he tell me you need to go stock up on this and I go stock up, he's going to preserve, he's going to protect whatever happens, whatever happened, because he told me to go stock up and I obeyed. So his part is to protect my obedience. That's it. And he's telling his people because he don't want none of us to perish. He don't want none of us to be harmed, to be caught off guard. He don't want none of us to be in submission to nobody else but him. Okay? So he's given us opportunities to go ahead and get ourselves together. Get out of this system. Create your own system. Not only have he given us opportunities, he given us a window of time to be able to do it. Okay? So that is what I'm coming by here for. But I did want to make that announcement that I think there's some very disturbing things that you will see. And what I'm saying will make sense when you see what I'm going to present to you. So make sure I'm going to purpose to do it tomorrow. I can't give you a specific time, but I am going to purpose to do it tomorrow. If you're not subscribed, if you don't have a notification button on, if you're not following me, you probably will miss the notification. I will schedule it. That way, I don't just do a random live, but I will schedule it around the time frame that I'm going to go live and the notification will go out. So if you are not tapped in, even over here on Instagram, cousins, you won't see it. With that being said, I want to share a couple of opportunities that I have. And like I said, just to bring us up to speed on what's going on. I'm not at full liberty. It's coming soon where I will be able to tell y'all exactly what happens to somebody that is closer to me than my skin. That's what I'll say. And if you know how to read in between the lines, then you can. Yes, they are at safety, but it's a privacy issue, okay? Um, had to come out here, help this young woman. That's what I'll say. Escape a very domestically violent situation, abusive situation, who have been abused for uh, about almost a year. If you go look on my page, you'll see the eye shut. You'll also see the bruises on the arm and the leg. I did share a couple of those photos, but to come and relocate a whole entire family, um, it's a lot. I will say that, but I praise God for it. Never on my watch. I've already lost. I've already taken major losses, and I refuse to take another one. So I got to do whatever I got to do. With that it comes costs, right? Costs for hotels, costs to help this young lady and her children relocate, get a stable place, somewhere where they cannot be found, get themselves back on their feet, starting over all the way from scratch, but starting over with their life. Okay, because that's what's most important. And as a side note, I just want to share this with everybody. Don't ever let a person isolate you. I don't care if it's just a relationship. It could be a pastoral relationship. It could be a workplace relationship. It could be a romantic relationship. Don't let nobody separate you or isolate you from your family, and never suffer in silence. Never. Some of your family have already settled it, that if I got to put myself on the line, to help you, then so be it. So don't ever be afraid to reach out to your family. Don't ever be afraid. Okay. Also, there is a young lady who hit me up. Hold on, let me get her information. I'm gonna share this in case anybody finds it on, find it in a heart, or finds it impressed upon a spirit to help. She did ask me to pop out her information, but I'm going to share what she shared with me. Hold on one second. Let me see what I can share. Let's see. Okay, let me see what I can share over here and try to. Hold on one second. Let me pull it up. Come on, man. Okay. All right. Um, so from what was explained to me, and I guess this is the evidence. Hi, Sister Jill. Um, Let me see if I can share this. I did tell her I was going to share it, but I will be discreet in sharing. But she sent me some receipts. This individual was already preparing to move from her place just because of the financial crunch, and economic changes that everybody is dealing with. So she was supposed to move January of 2026. She does receive uh, government assistance such as Section 8 to help her pay her bills. But with cost of living and all of that stuff, she planned to go ahead and relocate in January. Something happened. She didn't go into detail, but her son's name is here. It says on 11/8 of 2025, approximately 7 p.m., Coeur d'Alene Township police officers were dispatched to the 9700 block of for a report of a male brandishing a firearm at a female while officers were en route. Officers received an update that the male subject fired at the female, fired you know what at the female, who then fled the area. Officers arrived on scene and identified a resident that the suspect had fled into. Through investigation, officers were able to identify the suspect. I'm going to withhold that. Um, Pretty much to make a long story short, this person's child did something. I'll just leave that up there. This person's child got into some type of altercation, excuse me, and police came out because she's on Section 8, and the police came out from whatever was going on. I don't know if he was falsely accused or something, but she was trying to explain how the cops did something to her child. And she just wants to save her Section 8. She said they told her that they wouldn't press charges on her. They just wanted our press charges on her son. They wanted her out before January. She has until December the 1st, which is a couple of days, to pay her utility bill. She will not be able to transfer her Section 8 to the state that she's transferring to unless her utility bills are paid. So she has $100 of what you see on the screen. She told me that she needed like 351 or 371. Let me see where that's at. I'm not gonna put all her information up here, but she needs $100 minus the 471, so it's 371. If anybody is feeling, you know, helpful, want to help, give to this young lady on this Thanksgiving Day, then I told her I will reach out to my family. That's all I could do. Reach out to my cousins and help. I know everybody is going through things at this moment. So if you guys want to sow into this lady's life, here's the opportunity for you to do something to bless somebody else, and God will repay you. That is scripture. When you give to the less fortunate, the Lord will repay you. Okay. So because I told her that I would ask, and I want her to see that I am asking, I'm not food stamping her. If I was in a different position, as you've seen, I've sent her money. Then I would have took care of the whole situation. But because I have uprooted my whole entire family from Texas to come out and save another individual that is worth to be saved and closer to me than my skin, then I'm we're in a hotel. Okay, we're not staying. She's in a hotel. We're in a hotel, and we're not at our own regular spot. Food costs, all that type of stuff, travel costs, all that type of stuff was included in that. So I did tell her that I would come by and ask my cousins. Okay. With that being said, I have some opportunities that I'm offering because I'm not a beggar. I'm never gonna beg. Even if I did beg, y'all peoples, some of my peoples, y'all don't be right. That's why I don't beg. I don't come and I don't ask and I don't beg because some of my peoples don't be right. Being honest. Okay, I have a handful of people, if that I can say had my back. And never have I came by here and asked y'all for anything for myself. Just haven't. God is good. He is my source. He has given me assets where I could use to barter, to trade, in exchange to get something like this, an emergency situation. So that is what I'm here for. But if anybody wants to, um, help that young lady, then information is on the screen. I will make sure for sure that she gets exactly what it is that she needs, and she only has, I believe, like 3 days to come up with $371. I don't think that's a big thing. She didn't ask for a whole lot, but for those who will give to her, the Lord will repay you. And how he repays you, I don't know. It could be adding more time to your life. Okay, it could be a favorable opportunity that you need that money can't buy. It could be a return on your investment. It could be a return on your money. You got more than what you gave. It could be so many different things, okay? But he do say that when you give to the poor, he will repay you. So I want to say that. With that being said, I want to sound the alarm about this right here. If your credit is bad, I beg you, beloved, to get your stuff together. And you only got to January to do so. You only got to January to take advantage of getting your credit to a higher number, a bigger credit score, because that whole program will be dismantled by Donald Trump. I done already showed y'all the receipts. If I have time to do so tomorrow on the other live, I definitely will. I do want y'all to hear Mr. Trump saying that this financial system is about to be reset. So, what I'm telling you is not to sell you anything. I'm telling you to warn you, and then I'm also telling you because I have opportunities that will be able to help you. The CFPB, which is a Consumer Financial Protection Bureau, when credit bureaus violate us, they fight for us and they make them remove things. What would take you years of paying somebody over and over and over again to delete this item, to dispute this item, to draw up a letter, what would take you years could literally be removed from your credit report in days. And we only have until January to utilize the sweeps and the breaches that work on all three credit bureaus. This has been the play that a lot of business partners, including myself, have run for the last year and a half, 2 years. We ain't doing nothing but sweeps. Okay? Sweep it clean so I can go get the bag. I'm not talking about no little bag. I'm talking about a very big bag. You can go get you 200,000. I done showed y'all receipts. You can go get you 500,000. I done showed y'all receipts. Okay? That will go a long way. That will get you in a better position. Hi. Look at my granddaughter then busted up in the door. Say hello. Hello. Say hello since you didn't bust it up in here. Say, don't dig in your nose. That's nasty. That's nasty. Mm-mm. Say hello. And go in there with your mama. Say happy Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving. You don't want to say happy Thanksgiving? Yeah. Say happy. Huh? Happy. Happy. Bye, Lele. Close the door, okay? Grandma's coming. See you. That's my granddaughter, y'all. I never put my grandkids on social media on purpose, but she busted up in here like she the boss. So I'll let y'all get a sneak peek of Miss Leilani, regular, the boss baby. Nevertheless, we only got to January to make our next move, our best move. It's going to help us. And the reason why it's going to help us because they put us on a social crediting scoring system. There's no if, ands, or buts about it. What I show y'all with Mr. Trump just did by hooking up with Stargate, it will make perfect sense. The same Stargate that is running China's social credit scoring system. And while I'm telling y'all this, let me just put this up here on the screen so you can see what has happened to the Chinese people under the same type of system. Okay? Just so you see, these is young people, homeless. They homeless. These ain't old people. These are young people, homeless, banned, broke, and homeless. The human cost of China's social credit system. Donald Trump just signed a deal with the people, Stargate, who runs this whole social credit scoring system. NVIDIA, okay? These are the chip makers, all the data centers. That's what the data centers are being constructed for. to monitor the data of every American citizen. It was passed inside of his bill, the big beautiful bill, that we will be aggressively biometrically surveilled. I've shared that with y'all over and over and over again. The cash is going to Hades. It's done. It's over with. They can't come back. If you study anything from times past, you will see whenever a nation or empire went down, the same signs that we are experiencing happen to them. We can't come back from the dead. We can't. So now they have no other choice but to reset. And that is what is happening to our system. And that is what we definitely have to be 10 toes ahead of. If you be a part of this system, you're going to suffer with it because it comes with suffering. The poor is going to suffer while the rich and the wealthy will not. Bottom line, they set up their systems to be able to collect, to hoard, to control. You will not be able. This is what's happening to these people on the screen. They can't rent a place. Their score is not high enough. They cannot work. Their score is not high enough. They cannot eat. Their score is not high enough. It's millions of them on the street. You got to get it how you live. And Donald Trump just welcomed all of this. Like, if you put your trust in him, woe unto you. Because I remember when he got elected, God said, I'm using him to buy y'all time. Simple as that. The other administration, they was just pouring out money and giving out money to everybody. Anybody but the American people could come over here and prosper. It's a prosperous time. But he allowed Trump to win to buy us time, not to save America. Ain't no saving America. It's just not. They're going to have to reset this bad boy. And then before you know it, we're going to be in a dystopian type of digital age, digital nomads. You're going to be in that. That's why people are relocating to South America, to the Dominican Republic, everywhere else. But Bali, people are relocating. Africa, they going back because they already know what is to come with the next, couple of years. All the billionaires have said what they intend to do. 1 million humanoid robots every year for the next 4 years till they start reproducing themselves. Like it's real. So it's now or never while we have this opportunity. This is really a big game. Who's gonna participate and who's gonna get eliminated? Who's going to take advantage of the opportunities that we're giving everybody right now? Open AI is available for everybody who know how to do something with it. Because we giving everybody fair game, just like Monopoly. Everybody start and go, everybody get 250. You either gonna buy assets or you gonna become poor. You gonna become a liability to somebody who bought assets. You're going to either try to stack all the money you can, so it looks like you got a lot of money, or you're going to spend all the money you make to buy assets that's going to make you money more and more and more times more than what you spend. It's a game. Okay? I'm not playing the sound because I don't want them giving me copyright and all of that stuff. Nevertheless, get your credit together. We only have until January. Let me pull that up so you can see. We only have till January. CFPB will run out of money 2026. Okay, here we go. Let me pull this up right here for y'all real quick. So you see this with your own eyes. Donald Trump, them ain't giving them no money. That's why they're going to run out of money. Okay? He not giving them no more money. The feds ain't giving them no more money to fight for us. They don't want the system. That's why the credit system is changing. There's one for billionaires. I'll pull that up. CFPB set to run out of funds by early 2026. In a recent court filing, the CFPB cited a memo from the Department of Justice that said the Federal Reserve currently lacks combined earnings from which the Bureau can draw from. The DOJ, the feds, ain't giving them no more money. So while they have the funds to go ahead and get you together, you should be getting together, especially. Sorry, y'all. I hit the wrong button. My bad, my bad, my bad. Let me go ahead and pull up this other one. This is why we've seen Freddie Mae, Fannie Mac say that they're not using credit to buy homes. They are going to set people up in the wrong way. If you in the right position, you will win. But for people that are just going out here trying to buy houses, now you don't need no credit score, but you need, this other income, whoop de whoop. They gonna mess them people up because the interest rates. They gonna mess you up. And they doing this purposely. But people that's in position that can leverage credit to buy property and buy it tax free, turn around, sell it, flip it, build on it, get residual passive income from it, you're going to play the game the right way. Okay? Let's see. Okay, hold on. Let me pull this up real quick. Just share this with y'all so y'all can see. And then I'm gonna go to another one after that. Okay. Donald Trump just changed credit laws. His new credit reporting rule could cause credit scores across America to drop fast. Millions of borrowers may see sudden score decreases. Okay. The administration of President Donald Trump is taking aim at state laws that ban the inclusion of medical debt on consumer credit reports. He wants that on there. Okay. Donald Trump wants to kill your credit score. Trump administration tries to block state safeguards. 15 states ban medical debt from credit reports. Tells you the states. Trump said, no, we want it on there. Okay. Let me also show you Trump has different credit system for billionaires. So the concept that there is a different credit system for billionaires under the Trump administration generally refers to a variety of tax policies and financial regulations that critics argue disproportionately benefit the wealthy and large corporations, effectively allowing them access to financial advantages and leverage not available to the average person. Okay. While there isn't a literal separate credit score system like FICO, excuse me, exclusively for billionaires, the search results highlight several ways in which the financial system and Trump era policies have been seen to create different opportunities and rules for the ultra wealthy. Okay. Trump team is secretly handing out massive tax breaks to the ultra wealthy. How the Trump administration is giving even more tax benefits to the ultra wealthy. Trump mega bill will give 117 billion in tax cuts to the top 1%. Okay? He has a tax system that works for the ultra wealthy, rich and famous, whatever you want to call it. Okay. How this big, beautiful bill further enriches. So they have their own credit scoring system. They don't have to work by numbers like we, the 3-digit numbers. They have to work by other kind of numbers called income stream numbers, called, um, debt to ratio numbers, those type of numbers. But it's a different system. So I have a complete bundle for y'all. It includes the sweep, because here is the play on how you get your credit fixed in days and not weeks. You purchase the sweep, you sweep your credit. It takes 4 days, 4 days for your results to come back with your uh, deleted accounts, deleted hard inquiries, deleted derogatory statements, whatever it is, late payments, doesn't matter. It works on all 3 bureaus. You sweep the credit clean. It's an aggressive sweep. It is using consumer law that you don't know about. It is using the law against the lawless, which are the credit agencies. They're not connected to the government. They're out here scamming and swindling. It also blocks the little dogs like LexisNexis and those other little dogs that report to Experian, TransUnion, and Equifax. It blocks them from sending information to feed to them to report on you. Okay. So it takes care of 2 things in one. It deletes all the negative information, whoop-de-whoop, all of the stuff that is hurting you. And then it blocks the little dogs that's going back to report the negative information that they are reporting that is hurting you. Okay. So we sweep your credit, and then trade lines. We want to add some trade lines, $30,000, $40,000, $50,000 limit trade lines that you can actually add to your consumer report for 60 to 90 days. That gives you the opportunity to have a dang on good background history, meaning it's now showing somebody lent you $50,000. It's now showing that the person who lent you $50,000, you didn't have that trade line for the last 14 years in positive standing with your debt to income ratio, or your credit spending below 10%, right? So now you have everything removed negative, everything added positive, then you go get the bag. I'm going to give you the sweep. I'm going to give you the trade line plug so that you always can boost your score. You can have a business helping other people boost their scores so they can go get loans. So that if they want to go buy a home, that's their business. Whatever it is, they want to start a business, that's their business. They will be able to have funds well enough, long enough, much enough, in excess to go do whatever it is that they need to do to start their own ecosystem. This is the only importance. This is our only priority. Get out of a system, create your own system that generates you how much you want to make, how much it's going to take to feed your family, how much you want to, have so you can do other extracurricular activities for your family, set up a legacy for your family, leave generational wealth for your family. This is going to help you do that. You use other people's money, you're not taxed on it because it's somebody else's money, it's borrowed. And then you take that somebody else's money and go invest it into something that's going to make you money forever. Call it forever money. Real estate, people always need somewhere to live. Land, people gonna always need somewhere to build on. Precious metals, people gonna always, if the financial system collapse, they'll always go back to silver and gold. Always go back to diamond, go back to copper, always go back to that. Always. Because it's the only system that will never lose its value, never lose its power. It was here before dollar bill, the yuan, the yang, whatever they're trying to create, it was here first. Okay, so you boost your score, you sweep your score, you boost your score with positivity, and then you go get that bag. You take that bag and you buy assets, and you create your own bank. You create your own generational wealth. You create your own legacy. You get out of this system. That way, if they ever want to take their food stamps, Your family ain't gonna starve. If they ever say, hey, you can't enter a store because you didn't accept woo woo woo, you have your own resources to be able to live off of. You have your own resources where you be able to barter. If you're smart and you go get that big bag, 200, 500,000, you go buy you some land. Because if you buy you some land, you can definitely plant your own food on your land. That eliminates the need to rely on somebody else for food. If you buy your own land, you can raise your own livestock. And you ain't the only one that's going to benefit from the livestock you raise on your land. You can now sell it. You can have dairy. You can have meat. Okay. You can have milk. So you'll always be in a position to stay ahead of the game. There's a lot of things you can do on your own land. You never have to worry about having a place to stay. If you want to go park a car on your land, it's your land. If you wanted to go live, out in the wilderness with tents on your land, it's your land. If you wanted to put RV parks and start making passive income that way, you can do that. It's your land. If you wanted to allow big trucks to come park on your dirt and you charge a percent and run up a $20,000 bag, you always do that. It's your land. You create your own streams of income. You create your own generational wealth. You set that up for you and your family, and that is how you become your own bank. I have the whole entire suite, the trade line, and the 200,000 funding. Y'all can get it right here and right now, only right here and right now. Okay. When I'm done with this live, I'm done with this live, but I'm going to delete. You can get all three. Okay. I'm going to even throw in, matter of fact, I'm going to throw in where the banks that I go to, and I'm going to explain to you what I'm talking about. Instead of just giving you one play to go get the 200,000, I'm gonna tell you, Chase Bank gives 150,000, and this is what your reporting to be looking like. And here's the contact information for that uh, financing manager where you can call. These are three banks that only pull from TransUnion. So if your TransUnion is sitting at an 800, go run it up over here while you wait on the Equifax. If all three is at a 700, then on Monday you go to three banks that only pull from TransUnion. You can go get you 150,000, just 50,000 a piece. In one day, Tuesday you go to the banks that only pull from Equifax. You go get another 150,000, 50,000 a piece from each bank. And then Wednesday you can go to only a bank that pulls from Experian, and you can get 50,000 from each three bank. Give you another 150,000 in 3 days. You up 450,000. I'm gonna give you the banks to go to with the 200,000 funding play. Where to go get 200,000 at right now, even with less than perfect credit. Okay, you're gonna have the sweep. So in 4 days, you can be swept clean. You can add the trade lines. In 7 to 10 days, them trade lines to be added within the next 2 weeks. You can go get you 100K plus. Real talk. Okay? $497. I'm the suite, 4 day suite. I sell the suite for $197. Straight up and down. The trade line plug, I sell that for $97. The 200K funding plate, sell that for $497. And the play on where you go to the banks and how you get through all of that and how you can run up your $450,000 bag. I sell that, and I have not even really mentioned that because that's something that I have in my arsenal. That if I feel led to give into my mentorships, then I give it to them in there. But I don't give it out frequently or a lot. I think I've only given it to one or two groups of people in a mentorship or in some type of master class. That by itself, I sell for $97. So $497, $97, $197. That's $597, $797, $897 worth of value that will change your life and your finances. you can literally have for $97. If you want that, put a number uno in the chat, okay? Payment information is on the screen. It is also in the details of this video, just in case you want to know, okay? I'm only offering that live and in living color. You get the whole entire deal for $97. Next, moving on. Excuse me. I have the medical courier. Okay. If you want to get out here and make you some money with your vehicle, and I'm talking about a nice, decent size bag every single day or every single week that you can make using your own personal vehicle. Do not have a car payment. Have a stream. Use your car to make a stream of income. And Courier is where it's at. They not trying to wait on DHL. They not trying to wait on Amazon Relay. They not trying to wait on any of that. Okay. Medical Courier is where it's at. I will give you the Medical Courier 140 plus apps. And I will give you, hi sister. Hello. Happy Thanksgiving to you. I will give you that plus the 200,000 how to make, 200,000, excuse me, 2,000 in a day play. Okay. How to use the Medical Courier or Courier, how to use that to do you $2,000. They have government contracts in the courier space right now as we speak that are very lucrative. Very lucrative. So they have Courier, 40 of the apps on this list have contracts, which means they will contract with you for a year, for 2 years. You do not have to do the work yourself. You outsource it. You can take the contract without having to go through the bidding, without having to go through the whole shenanigans. If you are capable of outsourcing and getting what it is that they need, maybe they need 4 sprinter vans. It's not hard to find 4 people with 4 sprinter vans. Okay? They might say, hey, we'll give them $39 an hour. And you say, hey, we'll give you $29 an hour. That way you're making a profit for just being the middleman. Okay? You control the contract. So Medical Courier, especially around this time of the year, Amazon will take you on. Please help us with our packages. It is so much money to be made. And even though everybody is celebrating Thanksgiving and enjoying themselves, I'm going to just tell you right here, right now, it's a big bag to be made. A lot of people, experiencing hardship. Yes, they are. But there's still money to be made. And money don't ever sleep. And it never takes no vacation. Money right now is not on Thanksgiving vacation. Money right now is not sitting with their family and eating. Money is being made and it's flowing because it's called currency. And you can have some tomorrow. You can have a lot of it. With these opportunities that I am offering you, you can have your money back and some extra for whatever it is. You offer somebody a credit bundle deal for $97 one per. Yeah, I want that. Yes, I want that. 3 people. Yeah, I want that. You didn't just did $297. And you only paid $97. Anything that I'm offering you can be resold, especially when it comes to low ticket, like the Medical Courier, the credit deal. You can resell that. Okay, you can't not resell my mentorships. Can't do that, but you can resell these opportunities. I also have it was something else. Hold on, let me look at because I came with a list that you know exactly what I got. Okay, I got the trade line play. Okay. If your credit is good and you say, I don't need my credit fixed and I don't want to even get into that space. If you think you got to fix people credit, let me go ahead and wreck it to you real good. You don't. If people need, this offer to fix their credit, literally it's step by step. It tells them exactly what to do. They go do it themselves, which people should be doing it because ain't nobody gonna care about your credit more than you. I'm not paying nobody $5,000 to go fix my credit that's going to lollygag or diddle daddle me along the way because you ain't going to care about my credit the way that I'm going to care about my credit. You're not going to give the effort to my credit the way that I'm going to give the effort to my credit. So I would rather people to learn it. If you learn it, you can earn from it. Period, point blank. You learn a skill will pay the bill. So I'm real hands on with, hey, you get this information, you learn how to do it once. You can start doing a done for you. You can now start saying, hey, I will do this sweep for you for $1,000. I will do the sweep for you and I will apply for your funding for $5,000. I will do the sweep for you and I will add some trade lines, get your credit together, and go after funding for you for $7,000, whatever you want to charge. Okay. Just put numbers out there, whatever makes you comfortable, especially tomorrow. Do you know how many millionaires become millionaires on Black Friday just in the credit space? Matter of fact, let me show you. Let me show you how many people in the credit niche make a million during Black Friday weekend. There is no specific, data to determine the exact number of individuals or small businesses in the credit niche, such as credit repair services or personal financial education, that earn $1 million during the Black Friday weekend. The available data on Black Friday revenue focuses on overall consumer spending. Okay, let me go down here. Nationwide predicts over 12 million. Nationwide predicts over 12 million transactions on Black Friday. Let me go and find the ladies. There are several ladies. Okay, maybe this is too broad. Black woman who made million on Black Friday. Okay. So this is somebody new who made, her million on TikTok. She also made $1 million on Black Friday. Hair care, credit niche. This one is new. TikTok viral canvas. She made $3 million on Black Friday. Okay. She's a landlord, so she did $1 million. Sarah Rector, y'all can go look her up. Okay. She done made $3 million. Okay, I'm gonna see on Black Friday credit. I knew Latasha Brown. How Black Friday deals put people in debt. Here's how to get out of debt. Hold on. Sheila Johnson. Also, yeah, Sheila Johnson. This woman built a 7-figure business credit. Okay. I know several of them personally who have did $1 million on Black Friday just in the credit space. Honestly. And you can too. Right? If you had your up the proper way, then you could do $1 million. I'm not promising you no $1 million. I'm not gonna promise you $1 million. I've seen a lady in the credit space make $1 million in 1 hour on live with all of us to see. Okay. But you got to have your systems and stuff in place, and you got to have everything, pre-did. You got to have everything launched before, you drop the ultimate discount, and then everybody goes into this frenzy trying to be the first to get the discount. Making $1 million is not hard to do. But in the credit space, you never see broke credit repair specialists. You always see them in fancy luxury cars, different things of that sort, because they learned the game of the credit and they make a good income in the credit space. And that ain't even doing people's credit repair, because you don't have to do people's credit repair. Thought I'd just say that. But the trade line game, okay? This is where you are guaranteed to make $10,000 a month just helping people credit scores. I've shared receipts, lots of receipts showing you guys. You see if I can pull them up somewhere real quick. How you can do 10,000. Okay, I don't even advertise or let anybody into the mentorship where you learn how to make you $10,000 every single month on autopilot, just selling trade lines. I usually charge $497 to get into that mentorship, get access to those trade line vendors, the plugs, and then how to properly position yourself. Let me see if I can pull it up real quick. Should be here somewhere. Hold on 1 second. Here we go. All right, let me share my screen real quick, because I got receipts. I come with receipts. Start here. Let me go back to January. And as you can see, this is 2025. I'm going to flip this around for y'all. Go through this real quick, okay? You see 10 there. This is January. Let me blow it up so you see this is this year, 2025. $16,000 in February. Already at $26,000. Okay. March, another $15,000 at $42,000 in 3 months. April, okay, $8,893, but the other months make that up. We had over $50,000. May, $11,000. June, $9,000. July, $6,000. Right now, we're over $70,000. Okay, in 8 months. August, $10,000. $80,000. September, $8,000. Okay, we over $90,000, about $92,000, $93,000. October, okay, that brings it to $100,000. When I told you it was $105,000 in 10 months, just selling trade lines. Okay, just selling trade lines. So if you need to make you an extra $10,000 a month, you can do it. And I got the whole play. Instead of you paying $497 to be a part of that club, that group that learns how to do this, I will allow 3 people to get in for $250. Okay. I do not advertise it. You ain't heard me mention it since about 6 months. People are in there doing what they need to do. They have access. You get access to the plugs. Plus, you get access to some other stuff. Okay. You really, really help people get in a better position, and you learn how to do it. You get all the details to learn how to do it, how to run the play, the whole 9 yards. Okay. How simple it is to get people every single day. If I got a trade line that is, do I got to pull it up here? Let me see if I can give y'all a sneak peek. Let me see if it's up here. It's not, but I can explain it to you. Excuse me, y'all. If a trade line pop up and it's for $50,000 and it's 10 spots available on that $50,000, I sell it for $1,000 to 10 people to have that 50,000 trade line added to their consumer report in days. Instantly boost their score up 200, 300 points, take you from a 400 to clearly late 700, take you from a 500 clearly into an early 800. Okay. But if I have 10 spots available on this $50,000 trade line and I sell each spot for $1,000, I just did 10,000 in one day off of one trade line. You get access to hundreds of them, and you get access to hundreds of them for the low. Okay. And you don't use your money to purchase the trade lines. That's why you in a mentorship where I teach you everything. Okay. So I will allow you to get into the trade line community, 3 people for 250. I want to get straight into this because my time is winding out. Sister Asinine, are you still here? I have a message for you from the Lord. Okay. I have a message for you from the Lord. If you guys feel it in I got a client that I'm working with. You guys have an opportunity to partner with me, to partner with them. They are in Africa. I have been mentioning about building you an automated faceless business out of this country so that whenever anything happened with this financial system, you still have revenue coming in from across the seas. It's the smartest play you could ever make. Same play Solomon made, same play he wrote about in Ecclesiastes 11:1. He says, sow your seed across the water and sow multiple seeds. Okay. And then he goes on to say, invest in businesses. Yes, even 8, for you do not know what disaster will come upon the land. So the reason why we are compelled to invest, diversify our investments by sowing across the seas into foreign oil, whatever the case may be. Okay. Right now is a great time for y'all to have an automated business. When I tell you Africa is booming, it really is. But so is Bali. Okay. You can build one in Costa Rica. You can build one in Dominican Republic. You can build one, I mean, anywhere. It's faceless and it's automated. Whether that's an Airbnb that could be up and running in 30 to 45 days max, depending on you, or whether that is an online, some type of health, some type of AI training, some type of mental health, some type of skill set from America that you can teach. We have a project that we're getting ready to start in Liberia. It's going to be for free, where we will teach them digital products where they can go on these sites and become freelancers and make American money over there in Liberia, over in Nigeria, different things of that sort. But what I'm talking to you about is an automated, faceless, international business that you can build out that will bring you in passive income like that. and it is the prime time, opportune time. They're getting ready to have some type of football. Now, their football is what we call in America soccer, but they're getting ready to have this big old football Olympic type of situation. Y'all can run it all the way up over in Africa. Okay, give you the documentation that you need to start a business in Africa. You're gonna get the whole entire mentorship. Funders who will fund you, banks that will give you money to come start a business over there, realtors who will actually be boots on the ground, other people where you never have to leave your spot. Okay. I am going to let y'all into that. I offered you to get in at $497, and that was a discount that I offered. Y'all didn't take it up on it. Some people did, and we move right on along. I am going to offer that on this live for $297. Sister Alice, is you still here? Ask to 9. I have a word for you, sister. Or did you pop in and out? God told me to tell you something. Okay. So I have the international automated business that you can start, have it up and running in as little as 30 to 45 days. You guys can get in. I'll probably let 1 to 5 people get in for $297. I also have some land. Well, let me talk about the AI, the whole entire AI. I have a workshop, okay, that you guys can come. I'm going to show you how to be your own bank. Be your own bank, how to use AI to get you there faster, with greater speed, make you more money than you ever went to work for and made in your entire life. Literally. I'm going to show you how to take that money, how to go find land really, really cheap and invest that money into land. Now you have assets and passive income. I'm going to show you how to use insurance policies while you still can. They catching on because too many of our cousins is doing it. And then when they catch on that too many of us is doing it, they start regulating rules and changing the game. Get in now, 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 while you still can. And it's minimum barrier to get on up in here. So now you can learn how to play the big game that the big boys play by using insurance policies to fund your future, your finances, and your family. Okay. I have a workshop where I'm going to show you how to become your own bank. How to become your own bank. Which one you interested in, Sister Rebecca? And how are you, beloved? It's been a cool minute since I've seen you, but I'm glad to see you. Happy Thanksgiving to you today and forever. Which mentorship are you interested in? Let me know. So you guys, I'm giving y'all some opportunities that hands down I charge $1,000 to be in my mentorships. I'm literally giving you keys to get assets. Literally, okay? Giving them to you for a player's price. This workshop that I normally do, and I charge people $500 to come and learn on one day how to become your own bank. I'm going to give you all the plays to go get money. I'm going to show you how to start your own funding company. That's something that you want to do, how to pay yourself $10,000 per person, how you can either get, paid on the back end percentage wise. Simple. Literally takes you 6 to see what people get qualified for. No hard pull. I'm going to give you the whole game, the whole system, the whole play, where you going to go get them funded at. I'm going to show you how to become your own bank. That is $97. It will be next weekend, not this weekend coming up, but the following weekend. The one you say you will give for $250 right now is that's the trade line. How to make the $10,000 a month. I think that is because I said the international business is $297. Okay, I will switch the camera around and show you the information of how you can get started, get signed up, and yes, sister, I will definitely help you. I do everything that I'm telling y'all to do before I do it because I can only teach what I do. Y'all saw my receipts. That ain't even from no website, no stand store. That's straight up just from Cash App. $105,000 in 10 months and counting, because we're not done, and counting, on just trade lines. I'm going to tell y'all the biggest secret. If you can help people find money and you can help people fix their credit, you will never, ever, ever have a money issue. Never. If you can help people find money and you can help people fix their credit, people won't even be like, "Oh, you charging too much." No, because if I gotta pay you 1,500 to get 15,000, I'm not losing anything. I gave you a tithe, a 10%. If you get me 100,000 and all I gotta give you is 10,000, I'm still up 90,000. I didn't even have that, right? So this is the play. The workshop that I'm telling you about is $97. I will never ever discount it for no $97 again. But I'm gonna show you how to become your own bank. How I have set up my family to become their own bank, to have their own bank. That way, if these people want to go down, this is what God told us to do. I don't want you in the ecosystem of the world because that is failing. I want you in the ecosystem of the kingdom, and I'm going to show you how to use the resources I gave you: land, precious metals, technology. Okay. Y'all don't know Uzziah had an anointing for technology in the Bible. Technology is not new. I can show y'all when I sit down and share the information I'm going to share. I'm going to show you cell phones before we even ever had a cell phone. Okay, I'm gonna show y'all some stuff. So make sure y'all tune in tomorrow, tap in, make sure you are present so you can see with your own eyes the urgency and why you should be doing something right now. Okay. So I have that workshop. If you guys want to attend it, it is $97. Okay. Last but never least, I have some land for sale. And I have some land in a very prominent area, which is in a path of growth. It's in Saginaw, Michigan. Okay, it is a residential lot. You can go and have you a house built. I will give you information to the builder. Okay, you can use business credit. I will show you how to get your business credit together so that you can go ahead and build your house not using any of your money. Let the builder get paid from other people's money. You can put a house there. You can put a fourplex there. You can have passive income coming in from four different, streams by putting a fourplex or a duplex. Um, and also, it's nearing where they're doing this whole medical revamp. They're having all these medical students and all these medical instructors, doctors, nurses, CNA come in to be trained on AI. So they will need places to stay. You can turn your home into Airbnb. Okay. You can buy the land from me, hold it. Somebody gonna come and ask to buy it, and then you can sell it for way 10 times, 100 times more than what you purchased it from me. Okay. I have 4 parcels, 0.16 acres, 0.11 acres, $5,000 for each parcel property. I'm telling you right now, the value in the property is more than what I'm selling it to you for. If you bought it from me right now, you can go sell it for more than what I'm actually selling it to you. This is just to get you some assets. If you wanted to go move on it yourself, if you wanted to just grow vegetables on it, you can do that. Okay. However, I will also show you where you can get a loan to build your property on your property. It will let you buy the land and do the build on your property. Okay. I will show you how to get a government contract that will build a transitional home, right? For people in transition or for people needing temporary shelter, such as the immigrants who are in need of shelter, such as the VA. It's so many different things, a non medical facility, so many different ways to play with this thing. You guys are able to do seller's finances, so we cut out the bank. We don't have to run your credit. Okay. You don't have to have perfect credit. You don't have to have all this cash up front. You can literally do seller's financing. It's $5,000 in total. You can put down 1,500, 2,500 on the property, and then make $150 payments for the next 12 months, $250 payments for the next 12 months. Okay. So I have 4 properties. If you want to be like Dr. T, y'all know I own lots of acres of land. Combined together about 30 acres, 20 in one location and then combined in other locations. This is all I'm doing. I'm doing what the Lord said to do. Okay. And helping other people obey him as well. So I have that as well. The property for sale. And last but never least, if you know you have a story to tell and you know you have a book in you and you be procrastinating writing that book, and you know that God said he will bless you because of your story. But whether you're too shy, you don't want to tell the story, you don't know how to write, you think it's going to cost too much, I am looking for 5 participants. I will write your book for you. Hear me clearly, because this is absolutely insane. I will write your book for you with your participation. Okay? I will have you do a part, and then I will go ahead and put the rest of it to work. I will write the book for you. I will go ahead and get the book edited for you. I will get it uploaded to Amazon KDP. I will run a campaign to make your book a bestseller, so it gives you the authority to be invited onto news stations, podcasts, take the stage, have you create you a speaker's fee where you're charging no less than $10,000 to enter somebody's podcast, or $25,000 to take somebody's stage to share your story. Okay. I will write the story for you. I will upload it for you. I will do you a launch plan so that you become a bestseller guaranteed in one or multiple categories. Okay. And you will have all of this done within 30 days from scratch to completion. Written, published, bestseller. Okay. It's launched. So you definitely gonna make sales for sure. We go ahead and get you bestseller before we launch it. That can be turned into an Audible, a Kindle. It can be taken to a podcast. So many different avenues. I will train you on multiple ways that you can scale your book and turn that into a coaching program, into a retreat, turn that into a speaking engagement. You know, you can go get a government contract for your story, for your book, show you multiple ways. I will do this for 5 people only because I need the receipts. I need the proof. I need the social proof. Once I get the social proof, I will charge people $10,000 to do this for them. I will let 5 of you guys actually learn how to do this. Well, no, I will let 5 of you guys. I will invite 5 of you guys to do your stories and to get you published and to get you bestseller. I will let 5 of you guys for player's price. If you are interested, you have to email me. Okay. I need it for social proof. If you are interested, I'm not going to put the price out here online, but if you are interested, 5 of you guys can email me. Okay. My information is on the screen. My time is up. I said I only wanted to be here an hour. It's been an hour and 30 minutes. I have to go and attend to my family, but my information is on the screen. Right above the ticker that's scrolling across the bottom of the screen is my email phone number, payment platforms that I accept. Let me see if I can blow that up a little bit bigger. Okay. It's also in the description of my video. For you, sister, I will email this details to you or DM you these details here on Instagram if you would like me to. If you can take a screenshot or you can write it down, there's my information. But if you would like for me to send it to you via DM, then go ahead and let me know, and I'll do that as well, okay? Flip it around. Hopefully you guys can see over here. Let's see if y'all can see. Stop sharing here. Let me make this smaller. The information, the email is tjtworlds@yahoo.com. The 5 people I did forget to mention that I am going to do an anthology where we will collaborate and have you guys a red carpeted event. It will be filmed, so you have a sizzle reel and different things. If you can DM me, I will, sister. Yes, I will. It will have a sizzle reel where you guys can use that for promo. You took a screenshot. All right, awesome. Where you guys can use that for promo. You have a red carpeted event, more than likely either between Dallas, Texas, or Los Angeles. Los Angeles, I'm thinking, because there's other networking opportunities. Not to say that that's not there in Dallas, Texas, but on a different, scale, different caliber. We will bring in other authors and different people that can take your book or your story to the next level. And what else was I going to include in there? When you email me, I will give you all the deets, okay? I don't think I can remember anything else, but I will write your book for you and have you ready to go in the next 30 days. Change your whole entire life. If y'all don't know, I'm an author. ×2, about to be ×4, okay? I'm doing a whole sequel. I'm doing something totally different that has never been done, so I don't want to tell my plans, but I'm going to drop. When I drop, I'm going to drop something super heavy, okay? And it's going to be multiples. So, yeah, I love y'all. Any questions for me before I go? I told y'all, if y'all don't catch it with 2 hands, then you don't catch it at all. I love y'all. I do not want to see y'all harmed in any capacity. I don't want to see y'all taken advantage of. I don't want to see y'all suffer because of your lack of, movement or your lack of belief to know that things are going down right before your very eyes. I be obedient unto the Lord because I don't want to be one of those that just get rich and wealthy and then I just crap on everybody else like, yeah, I got this and you don't, whoop-de whoop whoop. That's not my portion. My portion was to go into these secret places with hidden treasures and go bring them back out, okay? You're going to pay me for what I had to invest. That's bottom line, but you ain't gonna have to pay me what I had to invest. If it costs me 50,000 and I find 50 people out of 1,000, I've got my 50,000 to go back and invest in something else that's going to benefit you. Okay? It's going to benefit you. So that's the strategy that God gave to me. You don't need 50,000 from 50 of us. Want to give it to you 50,000, 25,000, whatever. Hey, I can go gather this many people and get my money back so that I can keep on investing. That's the name of the game. Any questions for me? I got you, sister. Rebecca, I'm going to DM you in just a moment, okay? All these opportunities I gave y'all and y'all sleeping on. Baby, y'all gonna remember this face. If y'all don't do anything else, y'all gonna remember this face. That woman was on us. She hounded us. She begged us. She pleaded. She did everything in her capacity to make it affordable. Why did I not take advantage of it? You're going to soon see with your own eyes. That's what I'm going to say. You're going to soon see with your own eyes. I have done my job. My hands are clean. I love y'all. If I can assist y'all, go ahead and hit me up. Until next time, keep me and my family in prayer. I will keep you and yours in prayer. And make sure you tap in for that live on tomorrow. You do not want to miss it. At least you'll be informed. Okay? To be forewarned is to be forearmed. You ain't gonna be able to stand before Abba Father and say, I didn't know. He's gonna tell you a lie, and the truth ain't in you. Okay? Yep, yep, yep. All right, love y'all. See y'all soon. Peace out. Yes, yes, I tell everyone you're my business coach. I love you, sister. I love you, and I'm so proud of your business. Real for real. Believe in it 100%. You are absolutely gifted. You're absolutely amazing. And I just thank God for you and the gift, for sure. Y'all make sure y'all follow my sister Tiffany if you're on Facebook. Let me see where she commenting from. On Facebook, Tiffany Alexander. She makes handcrafted uh, hats, war materials, soaps, you name it. Okay, y'all go follow my sister and support her like y'all support these celebrities that you don't know. All right, I'm gonna leave y'all alone. I ain't gonna beat y'all up. I'm out.